What is going on, everybody, and welcome to another video. It's actually 6 o'clock in the morning right now. I'm in my bedroom, and as you can probably see, all of the paint is missing off the floors and the walls, etc. And that's just because we're currently going through a lot of house renovations right now. I'm actually on my way to Bristol today, and we're going to be going to do a whole bunch of stock footage shooting this weekend. I'm hopefully going to vlog it all. Show you guys what I'm going to be up to and sort of the shots that I'm going to get with that. And the other thing as well, guys, that I want to show you that I'm going to be working with while I'm in Bristol is a brand new camera. Okay, it's 4K, it's 30 frames per second, and it's my mobile phone. Now I'm going to be shooting with this because I'm actually really interested in the kind of shots that I'm going to be able to get with this. I'm actually going to treat it as sort of a B cam for this weekend. I think there's a lot of potential in the future for phones to actually shoot stock footage, and I think this is going to be kind of like a really good experiment for sort of, you know, me and you guys to sort of see what I can get with this. But I'm actually really excited to try it out. I don't think it's going to replace this camera I'm on now, the GH5, but I think I'm going to be able to get some really good stuff. Sort of when I'm running gunning as well, like when I'm at the train station, etc. And I don't necessarily want to whip out this big camera. I can actually just whip out my phone. It's a lot less inconspicuous getting video on this, but I think it's going to be really cool to sort of see what I can get and mix and match both the shots. It'll be interesting as well to sort of see what you guys think of the mobile phone footage. I will be shooting in 4K at 30 frames per second, so hopefully that's going to go well. Just wanted to say, guys, real quick as well, this is all I'm bringing, and I think that's really, really cool because in this bag I've actually got the Osmo. I've got the Osmo X5, for those of you who are familiar with the Osmo and the DJI X5, etc. That's in there. I've also got my hard drives and stuff like that, and in my other bag I've actually got my laptop and my clothes and stuff. And this is going to be the first time that I'm not actually bringing a tripod or, you know, a slider or anything like that. So I don't need a really big suitcase. I mean, like, you know, if I just show you in here, guys, I don't know if you can see it in my wardrobe, but just the suitcase back here is the thing that I normally take. I normally have quite a lot of luggage when I go traveling, which is always a hassle to sort of bring around, etc., and not exactly very easy for me on public transport. But this is the only two things I'm bringing for the entire trip, and I think that's really cool that innovation and sort of technology has cut down so much stuff. You know, I don't need a big bulky tripod anymore because everything's just so stabilized. I can shoot 4K. I don't need my slider anymore because I can just do that with the Osmo if I want a sliding shot, or, you know, if I want a reveal, etc. And the fact that everything's been able to condense in such a small way, I think is absolutely fantastic. But yeah, I just wanted to share that with you guys. I thought it was really cool. Okay guys, I've got to the station now. I've got quite a while to wait till my train turns up, so what I'm going to do now is actually try and get some B-roll. I'm going to whip the mobile phone out as well. I'm going to try and get some stuff on this camera here on the GH5, but also see if I can get some nice B-roll on the Samsung S8. So yeah, I've got a little while, about half an hour to an hour I think, until my train gets here, so let's see what I can do. So guys, I've made it to my girlfriend's house now, and I've got to say, so far, really impressed with the mobile phone footage. Haven't seen it on the screen yet, so you know it's going to take a little while before I do that, but I'm going to include it all in the vlog. Obviously, you guys have probably already seen some of it coming through at the beginning, but yeah, I've really enjoyed filming with it. It's really nice as well, given how small and inconspicuous it is when I'm out in public, being able to shoot things that normally would draw a lot of attention to, you know, if I was out with this camera, for example, that I'm filming on now, this is really nice and it's niche, and of course I'm getting 4K in 30 frames per second, so hopefully, you know, the content's okay, it hasn't been too overexposed and everything like that. Tomorrow I'm going to be going out into Bristol itself. I'm hoping that I'm going to get at least 100 stock shots this weekend while I'm up here. I'll be going back Monday morning, so that's what going to give me Saturday and Sunday. So if I can do around 50 clips each day, that would be really good. I'm going to be doing some editorial stuff of the city itself. You know, going to be doing a bit with my girlfriend as well, just because she's very good looking. I'm a very lucky guy, so hopefully we're going to be able to do some sort of model stock shots there. And then just, you know, going maybe grab a burger somewhere, that kind of thing, have some fries and a burger and a Coke, and just sort of get some good stock shots there. Hopefully that's all going to come out okay. But yeah guys, I really hope that you've enjoyed this video thus far. You know, turns out that mobile phones, you know, they're pretty decent, and if you can get one that films 4K, it could make a nice little B cam for shooting stock footage, because you know it's got a lot of uses. I recognise that it's not as good as the GH5, I do understand that, but for editorial stuff and the like, I think it's done really well. I have yet to use it really in a commercial capacity. Whether it will ever suffice to do that, I don't know. But I suspect as well, something like this, if you have like a 4K mobile phone camera in an airport, you're going to be able to get so much more footage than you would do with a DSLR or a bigger rig. Just because obviously, you know, when you're in places like that and you've got security and they don't like you filming and they don't like you, you know, snooping around, so to say. Big cameras scare people, and something like this, everybody's got a mobile phone, and you know it's inconspicuous, nobody has an issue with it. So I would definitely recommend, you know, I'm not going to say go out and buy the latest phone or anything like that, but if you're looking to upgrade and you're into shooting stock footage, consider getting a 4K camera. Consider getting a nice 4K camera that can do at least 25 frames per second. Obviously, like I know some of the earlier models, they'll only do like 14. I don't know why that's the case, why they made those kind of cameras that couldn't film, you know, in at least 23 or 24 frames per second. But you can definitely get them now where, you know, they film at an acceptable frame rate for the agencies, so big thumbs up there in regards to shooting stock footage. But yeah guys, I really hope you've enjoyed this. You know, I'll get this video up soon, and I'm going to be doing some more as I go along. So tomorrow, like I said, I'm going to go out in Bristol. Thankfully my girlfriend's going to be with me, so hopefully she's going to give me a hand actually filming me, filming B-roll, if that makes sense. And you guys are going to get to see a bit more about what I do. Like I said this morning, didn't bring a tripod this time, didn't bring a slider or anything like that, just because I've got 3 4K cameras in total with me. I've got the GH5, which I'm shooting on now, I've got the mobile phone, which of course you guys know about, and I've also got the Osmo X5, so I'm going to be getting that out tomorrow. And that's one of the other really great things about this phone, and this is why I also upgraded from a Windows phone, is because this actually supports DJI apps, as well as things like Instagram and Lightroom, etc. And I can actually edit my content on this phone in some ways for photography, and also like in terms of operating the Osmo and my Inspire drone that I use for filming. I can actually do that just in here inside the DJI app. So yeah guys, really chuffed with this. I know this video kind of must have come across like a massive commercial for Samsung. Believe me, I did have my ups and downs, especially when I got this phone. I was hating the way that it worked. I didn't like it at all, and that was just because I had come from a Windows phone background. I found it really hard to get used to this, and also just the amount of times that they want to get data on you in terms of accessing all of your stuff, like your photos and your location, etc. Wasn't really comfortable with the fact that they kept asking that. You know, if it wasn't them, it was another provider like Facebook or something, just wanted to have all of your information, and it really put me off at the beginning. But again, in terms of the camera, in terms of the apps, really happy I upgraded, would recommend it. But yeah guys, I really hope you've enjoyed this video, and I will see you tomorrow.